Fashion designer at 6 years old.
Yes.
What exactly did you think you were doing?
I designed for my first fashion show when I was 9.
Oh,
And
9 years old?
yes.
You have met several celebrities. I saw you created designs for them. But I want to talk about one that my favorite. It really caught my attention. Are you talking about the Candy Burst, like producer, singer, songwriter, Real
Yes.
Housewives of Atlanta? Are you talking about that Candy
Yes.
Burst?
Yes, that's her. Yes.
So tell me about that. How did that happen? How did you meet her? How did you create the design for her?
So this is what happened.
Wait, before you start this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that post notification bell so you can get notified for more posts like these. Now, go grab your snacks and let's chat. Global teen fashion designer, Fashionista Franklin. Musician who is also fluent in German and started making clothes at 6 years old. She created her own fanny pack line, Fanny So Fab, which have had many celebrity customers. Grab your snacks as we welcome Erica Franklin.
Fashionista Franklin, welcome to Light Snacks and Chats.
Thank
It's
you
so
for
great to have
having me.
you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
of course. So, first things first, do you have your snacks? Oh my
I had
gosh,
to get it. Had to get it.
I have crackers.
Yes.
Yes, I love this. So, are you ready to chat?
Yes, I am. I am ready.
Awesome. All right. So I want you to start by introducing yourself to everyone. There are some new people that are seeing you, some people that already know you. So introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Fashionista Franklin. I'm a fashion designer and I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own custom fanny pack line called Fanny So Fab. I have been a business owner and entrepreneur ever since I was 6 years old. I'm fluent in German. There's a lot of cool facts we'll get into with this call. And I'm so excited to be on this call with Delphine. It's amazing to be able to connect with you guys. And I'm eager to see what questions you have for us.
Yes, I'm so excited to talk to you as well. So, fashion designer at 6 years old.
Yes.
What exactly did you think you were doing? Because when I started my business, George Jimmy Cupcakes, I started it at 7 years old. So I get it. But when I started, it wasn't immediately business. It was that I love to bake and I wanted to share that joy that I had for baking with other people. So what were
Exactly.
you thinking when you started?
So when I first started, I say all the time, like I fell in love with fashion because of the actual ingenuity of it and the actual making of things. Like I've always loved crafting. Like
Ooh.
YouTube was my favorite thing. Like I loved watching craft videos on
Yes.
YouTube. That was like in one specific channel that I love was my froggy stuff. I don't know if people remember my froggy stuff, but it
No,
was
wait,
like
tell us about it. What's it?
it was a craft channel
Mm-hmm.
centered around like dolls, making doll clothes.
Really? Oh my God.
Yes. And I was like, oh my gosh, that was so cool because I was 6 years old, loved
Mhm.
dolls, like my favorite thing, American Girl doll.
Oh my American Girl doll, that was my thing.
Yes.
Love. Yes. Oh my
And
gosh.
so one time I came back from school and I cut two holes on the side of socks and I put
Uh-huh.
it on my dolls as a dress. And I told my mom about it. And initially I had no idea it was a career path. I just loved doing it.
Right.
And that's what's so beautiful about it. Like you don't realize that you could actually make something out of what you love.
Yeah. And now, because that was when you were 6 years old. What about now? You're a teen entrepreneur. When you do fashion design, is it you are the fashion designer and then you're also the CEO, you're also the entrepreneur, or do you have somebody managing stuff while you are doing all the fashion design?
I truly believe that it does take a village.
Mm-hmm.
So I am the designer. I do make everything, but my mom is a huge supporter. I have amazing family members who support me. So it's really a joint thing. If that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. So, like, do you have the final okay in terms of decision making?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Because I know, especially when you start something so young and it's a legal business, you have to have somebody that's, signing the
Yes.
legal documents for you. But I totally understand, I get it.
Yeah,
So you got your inspiration from fashion designing from YouTube, or is there anyone else in your family that designs?
absolutely. So I should have finished the story earlier, but when I first started designing, I told my great grandma about it, and she was a seamstress. She knew how to sew.
Hey.
And when I first told her about it, she took me to the store immediately to buy supplies,
I love that.
to get fabric, and she taught me how to sew. And
Wow.
it was a great bonding experience for us. There's so much behind sewing and fashion that you really need to know about. And she gave me the insight on everything. And my mom is a fashion girl. So obviously,
I get it. I get it. It
yeah,
runs in the blood. Oh
definitely
my
runs in the
God.
family.
So did she teach you how to sew before she even knew that you found interest in it? Because I know when I started baking, my mom was doing that with me as a bonding time, and I just fell in love with it. So what about you?
Exactly. She taught me how to sew when I told her about it and that I was
Mhm.
interested because let me think. So yeah, told her that I love sewing. She was like, I have to teach you. That just became my thing.
Oh my gosh. So do you remember your first design that you made? What was it? Like, tell me about it.
Oh, okay. This is a great question because I used to do competitive cheering when I was
Really?
younger.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And we were having a competition.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's still like this, but usually at cheering competitions, you have different vendors, different people selling things. And my
Mm-hmm.
mom found out about it and she was like, Erica, you have to sell your doll clothes. And I was like, I can do that. I'm like 6 years old. I'm like, me? She's like, yes, like you can actually set up a booth. My mom taught me the ins and out of entrepreneurship.
Yes.
So it was really cool to be able to see something that you've made in your room just come to life.
So you started with doll clothes? That was
Yes.
your first like mannequin?
That was my first mannequin, yes.
Oh my gosh. So did you sell it? Like how much did you sell it
I
for?
did. I
Oh,
did. And this was the time where American Girl dolls, like that
that's
was
true.
the thing. And I
Mm-hmm.
had my American Girl dolls on display with the doll clothes on. So
Really?
they're like,
Oh
yeah,
my
we need
wow.
this. People walking
That
out the cheer competition with their bag. I'm like, yep, that's me.
oh my gosh. I love that. So how much did you sell it for? Do you
I don't
remember?
remember. I don't
Anything
remember.
that you can remember from that day.
I don't remember how much I sold it for, but I do remember them selling.
Oh.
They had to be like $3, $5, something like that.
So
You know,
like how many were you making to have at that event?
I don't. Okay, let me think. Let me think. What? How much was 6-year-old Erica? Not a lot. It wasn't a lot, but it was
Hmm.
like maybe 20 to maybe 20. Yes.
20. Okay, but you're 6 years old. You're making 20 like designs for your dolls and you're 6 years old. Like that's incredible.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. And you make the doll clothes out of stuff you already had or your grandma taught you like took you to get all the designs for it?
Yeah. So this was before, like, this was my introduction to upcycling or
Mm.
transformation when it comes to clothes. And I
Mm-hmm.
really loved the idea of it. So it was a mixture of both. Like, I would make stuff out of fabric, or I would make something out of something that's already a garment.
Mm.
So it was like
Love
a
that.
little bit of everything.
I love that. Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Thank
So,
you.
and the first time you did it for your doll, it was like out of socks that you had?
Yes, it was out of socks. Like I cut the socks, like put holes in the
Hmm.
socks, and it was like the holes were the armholes for the dolls.
Oh, That's creative. For 6 years old, that's insanely creative.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So you were featured in the Esquire? Is it Esquire?
The Inquirer
The
magazine?
Inquirer. Okay, so
Yes.
you were featured in the Inquirer, and I was featured in the Miami Herald. And I remember when.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I remember when I was featured in the Miami Herald. I was about 8, maybe 9. And when that happened, I had the actual newspapers. I went to the nearest store, the nearest Publix, and I found my newspaper there. And when my neighbor found out about it, she bought tons of copies so that she could
Oh,
spread it to everybody. So I want to ask, did you have a community like that cheered you on during your journey?
absolutely. The community that I have is everything.
It's
And I'm not just talking about family. I'm talking about chosen family. I'm talking about there's
yes.
people that don't know you personally, but know they want to
Yes.
support you, which is so special.
Hmm.
And I remember I think this was maybe 2023. I was a part of this entrepreneurship academy called Hustle Academy.
Oh.
And for our like final project,
Hmm.
we were asked to raise money for
Oh.
our business for like a startup.
Uh-huh.
That's what I would say, like startup.
Yes.
And I posted my link on my Instagram, and I got so much support from people that knew me, from people that didn't know me. And I was just like, it's so surreal to be able to experience something like that. So yes, like community is everything. I'm very, very blessed with the community that I have.
Yes. Community, it it's just shocking how many people can have your back at such a young age. Like, and how old were you when you were in that feature in the Inquirer?
I was 12. I believe I was 12 years old.
Oh, oh my gosh.
And I remember typing up the email myself. I was like, I have to get in this magazine. Like I have to.
Yes.
I sent out that email and I was just like, okay. And then I think a few months later, so maybe I was 11 when I inquired about it, and then 12
Wow.
when it happened. I was like,
Oh my,
it
how
was
did
great.
you feel like when you saw it? How you must have felt like amazing. How did you feel?
I felt so seen, and I think that the people that they have at the Inquirer,
Hmm.
or the people that I've worked with in general when it comes to film and magazines, are so sweet and super
Yes.
kind. And especially because I was younger, I
Hmm.
always felt safe, and that's very important. So yeah, I felt great. And then I actually saw the magazine like on the real thing. Like,
Yeah.
wait, do I have it?
Oh, do
Is
you?
it up here?
Please,
Hold on.
if you could show it to us, that'd be amazing.
Wait, it's in here somewhere. It is in here somewhere. But it's on my Instagram too.
Oh my gosh.
It's literally the whole page, and it was
That's-
great. Like I loved it. I still can't believe that actually happened. Sometimes I'm like, wow.
Wow. And now I'm looking at your background. I see all your fanny packs in the back.
Yes,
Can you show us some?
yes, of course.
A few moments later.
Okay, let's start off with these.
Okay.
So this is a collaboration I did with Blink Cincinnati, and
Oh.
Blink is one of the nation's biggest light shows, and I designed for their fashion show last year.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I Fanny So Fab did a collaboration with them for their store. Like they have a store with
Uh-huh.
all of the Blink artists and the people who worked on the murals. Like their art can be featured in that store. It can be sold. So
That was
this is the
beautiful.
bag.
Oh my god. And you make these yourself.
Yes, from scratch, like cut, sew, and
Oh
everything.
my gosh.
And
Wow.
then I always like to put waterproof fabric
Mhm.
inside because as a
Oh,
girl,
yes.
if
Yes.
you
Of
if you
course.
spill your lip gloss, you don't want to ruin your bag.
Exactly. If you spill your Born Ready cosmetics, no.
Exactly. Shop born ready, y'all.
Shop any so fab.
Yes. And then this is my favorite. This is the ruffle
I've
skirt
seen
fanny
this.
pack.
Oh my gosh, I love them. I'm going to need to get some immediately.
Yes, this is my
So
favorite bag. I carry
it's
this
like
bag
a
everywhere.
skirt design on the fanny pack, right?
Yes,
Wow. I love that. And what colors do they come in? I need to know.
they come in black and denim. And I have a collaboration with my really close friend. Her name is Lucy, and we do a crochet slash fanny pack thing with the ruffles.
Really? Oh my gosh. Wow. Do you have that? Do you have it here?
I think I have it at my studio. Oh, yes,
Man.
at my
So
studio.
you have a studio? How long have you had that?
I've had my studio for this year, actually. Only
Oh my God.
I think it's coming up on a year, well, a few months.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I started because I've been working out my room, like sewing out my room for years,
Yep.
10 years, I think.
Oh my God.
So I was talking to my mom about it, and my mom was like, you know what, Erica, you just gotta get up. She's
Yeah.
like, you just gotta get up.
Yeah.
And we just put something together, and she told me the place, and we toured it. I was like, this is nice. She was like,
Yeah.
well, this
Oh
can
my
be
God.
my workspace. And then this is what
Wow.
happened.
Oh my gosh. So for the fanny packs, how much does it hold inside? Like what can you carry in
Well, I can show you more than I can tell
it?
you.
Yes, please.
Okay, this is my bag. It's cute. She's nice.
Love it.
She's she's been everywhere. Okay, first we
Your
got
go-to.
some perfumes.
Ooh.
A lot of perfumes, actually. I don't know why. I don't know. Delphine, what am I doing? Why is
No,
there
hey,
so
you
many
gotta
in
smell
here?
fresh. I
Yes,
respect it. I respect it.
have to smell fresh. Okay, and then we have my ID. Then we have my wallet,
Oh my God. Whoa. Okay, that carries a lot.
lip gloss. I think we're only like halfway through. This might be
You need some
this
Born
might
Ready
be a long
cosmetics in
live.
there. You need some Born Ready cosmetics in that bag, okay?
I do. That's what I'm missing. And then I don't know why I have my passport in here. Okay, this is getting really
Okay. But like it's it's understandable. I get it.
yes. It's a lot more in here. It's heavy. I don't know why it's heavy like this.
That means it can
Headphones,
carry a lot. That means it can carry a lot. That's
air
really
tag.
wow. Wow, so it can carry it. Oh my goodness.
Yes, I carry a lot.
Wow.
Maybe I should
So
do a video like that.
you should,
What's in my
because
bag?
I think that people definitely want to know. Because when I used to have fanny packs, they carry a little bit, maybe just my phone and maybe a little something extra. But other than that, it's extremely difficult. But wow, yours can carry so much, and they're
Yes.
really cute too. Like they're
Thank
not.
you. Thank you.
Wow. So when did you go from doing designs on your dolls to doing them on real people? When did that switch happen?
So I made the transition
Uh-huh.
sort of, it was very gradual. Like
Hmm.
it was one point where I did continue to make the doll clothes and
Hmm.
try to make clothes for myself because it's so different.
It's different. Yeah, of course. They're your dolls versus people.
Yes. And I think that transition started maybe 8 because
Ooh.
I designed for my first fashion show when I was 9.
Oh,
And
9 years old?
yes,
Oh my goodness.
and the clothes were made out of upcycled materials. Like I
Hmm.
made a skirt out of straws and then a skirt out of newspaper, but I had no idea that it was I just thought it was cool.
That's
But
wow.
yeah, thank you.
Like, no, go ahead, go ahead.
And then like I just remember my mom saying, "Oh my gosh, you should put like a bow on the which skirt was it? It was the newspaper skirt." She was like, "You should put like a bow on the newspaper skirt." She's always giving me amazing ideas and feedback.
Yes.
Yeah, that was like 9 years old. I designed for my first show.
And what was the reaction when you did that for the crowd? Like, how did they react?
They were very shocked, surprised. I mean,
Yes.
how would you react if you just saw like a whole bunch of models walking down the runway and then a 9-year-old just coming behind them? Like, it's
Exactly.
just like, what?
I said, whoa. Who
Just
let her
like, who
on?
is
Who let
she?
her on the runway? And
Yes.
we're like, that's the designer? Oh
And
my,
then they just hand me the microphone. I'm this short. They're just
oh
like,
my.
do you want to talk about your collection? I'm like,
Wow. That's
yeah.
amazing. So you made the switch at 8 years old from dolls to clothes. How was that switch for you? I know you said it was hard, but like go into detail. When did the big clientele come in? Because of course you're 8, 9 years old and switching from dolls for people to clothes for people, it's extremely different. How was that for you?
I just knew that I loved designing. So it honestly didn't really matter. I was just excited to learn something new. So and then when I turned 9, okay,
Mhm.
that year, that same year where I did the fashion show,
Yeah.
me and my mom went to Tanzania for a few months. And then
Okay.
that's where I took sewing classes. I got to get an insight of what the fashion space looked like there. And that was amazing. That was one of my favorite experiences, especially as a young designer.
Yes.
So,
I
yeah.
love so what were I know, especially when I started my business at a young age, I was always a leader in my opinion. In my opinion, I was always leading my peers in no matter what it was, whether it's I always had that feeling that we are more than the future because they always say kids are the future, kids are the future. But for some reason that never sat right with me. I was like, we are, but we're also the present. We aren't
Exactly.
we and
Yes.
then that's why I created the quote that kids are not the future, we are the present in motion. So going into that into my business
Yes. I need to write that down. Where's my pen?
I know that quote means so much to me because they always say kids are the future, and as endearing as that is, because they're trying to lift us up, but we're not the future. We are, but we are also the present. We are now, and we're the present in motion because as we get older, as time goes on, we will continue to grow, but we are still the
Exactly.
present. And going through that in my business while I'm present in motion, I would always get different feedback from different people, whether it was amazement, and a lot of the time I had haters too from adults, surprisingly, even though I was 7, 8 years old. You would be surprised how many adults actually hated on me for having a business at 8 years old, 7 years old, because they would say, it's not really your business. Your mom's doing it for you. Oh, poor kid. She doesn't have a life. Like, I'm telling you,
Oh
the
no. Oh
the
no.
extent that these grown adults, they could be my grandmother, okay, and they are hating on a child for doing
Yes,
something
hating
that
has
she's
no
so passionate.
age.
It,
Unfortunately, hating hating
it
has
has
no
no
age.
age, no age. So going through that, I mean, I don't know what kind of feedback you've gotten from different people, but how can you talk about what you've been through, the good, the bad, in starting a business so young?
Actually, that put a good story on my heart to share.
Tell it. Tell it.
So I'm gonna just okay. So this was actually not too long ago. This was
Oh,
maybe 2 years ago,
and how old were you
and
then?
2 years ago. Wait, no, maybe this was like when I was. Oh, I was 14. This was yeah, that
Oh,
was 14 when this happened.
okay.
So I went to a German school for 7 years of my life, but my mom camped outside of the school for days because that's how you got into the school. You had
Really?
to. It was like a huge thing. The news came out to like record everyone
Oh
camping
my
outside
God.
because the school was it was one of a kind. It was a prestigious school. I mean,
Wow.
the city that I'm in had a huge German population,
Wow.
so it was like a huge thing for a German school to be what in the middle of Ohio, and then like everyone wants to right.
That's true.
So I went to that school for 7 years of my life,
Hmm.
and I remember I wanted to I wanted to venture out, like I wanted to do things that were more involved in fashion, but
Hmm.
I'm in school, so I
Hmm.
wanted to be a part of this program, and I auditioned for it,
Hmm.
and I was really, really excited to get into it
Yeah.
because actually being young in a space where you're not often represented
Right.
is not ideal. So any opportunity for me to get out and explore with fashion, I'm going to do it. To this day, I'm going to
That's
do it.
true. That's true.
And I auditioned for the program, and the lady who was interviewing me, she wasn't very nice.
Uh-oh.
And I worked really hard on the submission. I made an entire Princess Tiana dress from a blazer and a tablecloth. And
Oh my gosh.
it was gorgeous. I loved it. And
Wow.
then the lady, she just wasn't nice. She was just like she just couldn't believe that I made it. That was the thing. She just couldn't believe it. Like
You
she just didn't
see?
believe me. So I was just like, okay, I took the L and I
Wow.
auditioned for this camp in Detroit, and they chose 10 people out of the world to come study at that camp for the summer. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get it. So I'm just going to use the same exact audition I did for the other place to try to get in this one. I used the
Yes.
same thing and I got in.
Wow. Oh my God.
So the haters have no age,
Yep.
unfortunately.
And they also have no position. A hater could be somebody that is extreme in a high position. It could also be somebody that doesn't do anything with their life. Haters are everywhere. They're disguised in people. And I think sometimes when they see it in a child doing so much and they're at their grown age, maybe they are doing something, but it's not to that extent. There's a certain power in owning your own and having so much power with it. I don't know. I think it just hits people some way because
Delphine, you're right. You're right. You are 100% right. I agree.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's something.
it's
But
crazy.
how would you manage both your school and doing all your designs? Like, what was that like?
It I'm still figuring out how to manage, honestly, to this day,
Yeah.
because it's so unpredictable, especially
Mhm.
while being an entrepreneur. But I've always been the one to put school first with anything.
Yes.
I think that's very
Yes.
important.
Yes.
And after German school, I was homeschooled,
Mm-hmm.
and I did school for the half of the day and worked on fashion, whether that may be a project or doing fashion research is really important to me. And I also was a competitive swimmer. I was in gymnastics.
Really? Oh my gosh. Okay.
And my mom actually hired my friend from German school's mom to be my
Uh-huh.
German teacher. So it was a lot.
Your friend, oh, your friend's mom was your
Yes,
German teacher?
yes.
Wow. That's awesome. What?
Thank you. Because, I mean, we don't really know anyone that speaks German, like, besides the people that I went to school with. So it was just like, hey, she might be my teacher. My mom called her because she was from Germany. So it was just perfect.
Really? Oh my gosh. That's amazing. So, like what when you had to balance that, like what did you go through to because you were doing all those things, not just school but extracurriculars.
Yes.
How did you manage it?
Sometimes I did school at extracurriculars. Sometimes I did extracurriculars at school.
That's it.
But
You gotta find the time. If you can't make the time, you gotta
exactly.
find the time.
And you got to give yourself grace, honestly. As young
Yes.
people, we have to learn how to be easier on ourselves while
Mm,
also still loving ourselves and allowing us to have space to grow. So I just kept that in mind while trying to juggle everything.
that's true. I mean, for other kids that want to create their own but also have school and also have extracurriculars to deal with, what advice would you give them on how to manage all of that?
I would say don't burn yourself out. Give
Hmm.
yourself time. And even if it's 15 minutes a day,
Yes.
like that's important. Don't try to put too much on your plate because it will get overwhelming super
Yes.
quick, and you don't want to do that, especially if you're trying to learn something that you actually love, because finding something that you really love to do can sometimes be hard, and it's
Sure.
important to hold on to that. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah. I mean, and I would say create a schedule because that was my
Exactly.
biggest helper when I was young. And I know when people hear schedule, they're like, oh, schedule. But also give yourself grace with it. Like,
Yes.
don't put too much in it if you know when you see it, you're not going to want to do it. Like, say you have something to do, you don't really want to do it for 15 minutes and then give yourself a break. And then
Exactly.
schedule yourself. Like, when you have a schedule, it gives you discipline so that you have time and give yourself time to take breaks and to go out and play because that's what I did. I have my schedule. It I used to like complain about it just a little bit, but I was also the one creating it for myself. So I put so much time for me to actually go out and play, but I was also getting my work done. I was also doing my business and it just worked. When you get used to it, it works.
Yes, I agree. Definitely.
Yeah.
Scheduling is important,
There.
especially when you're collaborating. Even like moments like this where we get to have fun and talk to each
Yes.
other. That's a scheduled thing, you know?
It's yes.
So
It's
scheduling is great.
it's very important. So
Yes.
you have met several celebrities. I saw you created designs for them. But I want to talk about one that my favorite. It really caught my attention. Are you talking about the Candy Burris, like producer, singer, songwriter, Real
Yes.
Housewives of Atlanta? Are you talking about that Candy
Yes,
Burris?
yes, that's her, yes.
Gosh, I love her. So tell me about that. How did that happen? How did you meet her? How did you create the design for her?
So this is what happened. This was actually 2019. So a while ago. And me and my mom flew out to LA for an event called BeautyCon. And we met so many amazing people there. And that's where I was able to connect with her. And that's when I was able to gift her one of my designs. And she liked it. And I'm really glad it happened. It was a great experience. She was very sweet.
I love that. So, how did you hear about this to fly out to LA in order to do it? And what was the design? I want to know.
So, how did I? Okay. I saw it on Instagram, I think. And I just saw like a montage of the event and it looked super cool. And I told my mom about it and she was like, okay, we should go. My mom is such a huge supporter. And
Round of
she,
applause for mom.
yes, round of applause for mom. I love my mom. And we went to LA together. And it was just a great time. That was one of my favorite trips I've ever taken. I've met so many cool
Mhm.
people and I love it. I loved it. It was great.
That's amazing. And what was the design?
It was a fanny pack. It was a custom fanny pack. It was beauty themed.
Oh, okay. So you made it
So,
especially for this event.
yes,
Wow. And how long did it take you? Like, how long did it take for you to make it?
it takes a while. I think for different bags, depending on the customization, that's that's how much it takes, if that makes sense. Because the less customization, the less time it takes.
Mm.
And I remember for that one specifically, it had a lot of rhinestones, gems,
Oh.
patches, pins.
Hmm.
And that was, well, however long it took, it was completely worth it, I would say.
I love that. So how long does it take for you to make like a basic fanny pack? How long would you say?
Mm, so this is what I do. I cut out all the fabric one day and then I sew it the next. So technically,
It
like,
you like schedule it into different days, so
exactly.
you're not.
So it's
Yeah.
hard to tell how long does it, yeah, it's hard to put that
Oh.
together. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's actually really smart that you put it into different days so that you're
Yes.
not doing it all in one. That's really smart. That's
Because I
really.
have to take my time because I want to make sure that the bags are perfect, they're durable, they're okay to wear. That's like
Yes.
super important to me, especially if you're wearing it like every day.
I love that. That's exactly what we want. So, how important would you say it is to connect, collaborate, and create for powerhouses like that?
It's very important. I think that social media and meeting people in general has built something so amazing and so special to where we're able to collaborate and speak to different people. And it's honestly something I'm learning something new every day.
Mhm.
And I think that's only available to do through collaboration.
That's true.
And I think that when you collaborate, you learn something different. Um, you're always given a new perspective, and that's
Yes.
very important.
Yeah,
I know in the
you're
fashion
always
world.
learning.
Exactly. So
Hmm.
yes, I think in situations where you're always learning is great.
Yes, I totally agree. So, how can someone else do what you did? If somebody, say, another 6-year-old girl right now, she's watching this episode, what what advice would you give her on how she can start? Maybe how she can convince her parents to let her start. What does she need to do to become like you, to become a fashion designer?
Well, first, I would say to that 6-year-old, congratulations, because that's the first step on doing anything that you love, especially
Yes.
fashion. And I would encourage her to tell her family about it, friends about it. And if not, they're not in the place to be supportive, or if they're not supportive,
Mm-hmm.
I would say just keep going and keep sketching
Yeah.
and put together a portfolio. I know I will say this to a 6-year-old, put
Yeah.
together a portfolio, but a collage that
Mhm.
shows what you've done, what you like to do, what kind of fashion you're interested in. Because I think at that age, you just do it because it's fun, and then
Yes.
it will work out. It will.
Yes. And it will become something amazing. I am so grateful to have you on this episode. Thank you so much for being
You.
here, Erica.
Thank you so much for having me. See you
Have a good
later.
one.